Okay, we're live. Hey, guys, it's Old Man G here, back again with another post-match reaction for Red Devil Studio. It's another video as well. Welcome to anyone who's going to be watching this or is interacting live. Anyway, enough about me speaking. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1, or Chelsea 1, Manchester United 2. And if I'm honest, I didn't actually watch the full game. Again, I've been busy, but I have seen some of the goals. And frankly, the Liverpool-Arsenal game seems to be much more entertaining as well. But the reality is, enough about that. The reality is that Manchester United have beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge 2-1. And to be fair, I was actually surprised, I was surprised with the lineup in that we actually went for a very, I'd argue, very almost first team. Like, I mean, the only youth that I saw in that lineup was Williams, I think it was, Williams. Obviously, Rojo came in as I predicted. No Jones, maybe he's injured in a way, he's gone. So Maguire was playing. Wan-Bissaka was playing as I predicted. Lingard obviously playing, no matter. James, Rashford. The only person that I didn't see in obviously was Martial. But honestly, yeah, Jamie Rashford indeed. And I'm going to come on to Rashford actually, because but what I'm saying ultimately is that we actually played quite, I would seen a strongish squad against Chelsea, who also played quite a strong squad, maybe not as strong as they could put out. But my goodness, guys, this is momentum building. Specifically, I mean, let's talk about Marcus Rashford. I mean, obviously we had a penalty. I think it was penalty, no doubt. Dan James was clipped, I think. Rashford, making no mistake, obviously missed against Krul, and that's what we're talking when we talk about confidence. That's what we mean when we actually talk about confidence, because it could easily be in this whole kind of. Frankly, there was no penalty talk, debate, or anything of that nonsense to put him off. You miss a penalty, you go again. That's how it goes. And he missed obviously against Norwich at the weekend. He scores against Chelsea, where man's in the cup, awesome. And then that free kick. I mean, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I've been one of the fans that have been saying for a while that Marcus Rashford should basically not be on free kicks. I think I'm not the only one that said Marcus Rashford should be on free kicks because of how he's not good at them. He hasn't been good at them, honestly. But the way he took that, almost, dare I say, Cristiano Ronaldo-esque, was absolutely believable. And we're 2-1 after Michy Batshuayi scored that equaliser, which was pretty good as well. And I'm gassed. I mean, I normally wouldn't be so excited from a Carabao Cup win. I mean, it's just a Carabao Cup, but the key thing here is momentum. I mean, there was obviously a lot of negativity. There's been a lot of negativity around Manchester United as a club, which now seems to be going on to Arsenal football team, although they actually played all right today. But, if you look at it, from the Liverpool game, we got a good point at home. Sorry. We went away to Partizan, won. Went away to Norwich and won. Now in the Carabao Cup, we won again as well. And, I just think that again, it's all about building momentum. It's all about building momentum because we're going to go into the Bournemouth away game. Rashford is opening his account. He hadn't been scoring goals, and frankly, I think he's tired. I'd have liked Greenwood to start, to be honest, but fair play, Rashford came in. But him scoring 2 goals will give him confidence as he goes on, especially Martial coming back to go on. And this could be as insignificant relatively as this win might be. This could actually be this could be the turning point for our season, because we haven't had back-to-back wins. I can't remember last time we had back-to-back wins in any competition for a while. Our first kind of win proper, is almost going back to Chelsea, I think. So I'm really hoping that this is a turning point. We can push on from here. If I'm perfectly honest. Just reading some of your comments. LA United, good to see Marcus Rashford, Goloza. Well, see, this is what I'm saying. So Marcus Rashford, man. I mean, the fact that he stepped up to play today, even though I feel like he should have been rested. But he's there. James Van Pino, last free kick he scored since Celta Vigo in Europa League, I think. Yeah, and I can't. That was how many years ago was that? That must have been years ago. Like it just wasn't there. If I'm perfectly honest. So that's why he's not been on free kicks personally. And to be honest, even though he scored a really good free kick, maybe he was practicing. I don't know. Maybe he was practicing a lot. And this is what happened. I've got no idea. But anyway, Let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. I'd really, really appreciate it. But my goodness, man. What can I say? I think, I expected, as I said in the preview, I expected that we were going to be, and for large parts of the game we were, was just a sort of counter-attacking, defend deep, defend well, and certainly I captured a lot of glimpses of the beginning of the first half, and for probably about a good maybe 20 minutes into the second half, we really essentially allowed Chelsea boss possession for most parts of the game, and we really just allowed them to sort of come into the game, in my opinion. Waiting for them to come and do something, waiting for them, sorry, to attack. And I don't know, against teams, and this is the thing, is that this style works against the Chelsea's, it works against Liverpool's, it works against Spurs, it works against teams that want the ball, want possession. The problem that I see with the style that we're playing right now is that, once again, we haven't really shown that we can actually break teams down. And that's going to be an interesting challenge when we play against Bournemouth for the weekend. Unless we get a penalty and then we have something to hold on to, it might be quite difficult. Jamie, give him the Puskas Award. Maybe we wouldn't go that far, but giving him the Puskas Award. By the way, I hope the sound and everything's okay and people can hear me. By the way, I think we don't have any issues right now, which is good. Arsenal Liverpool, man, that was wild too. I know. I mean, if I'm honest, I was watching that game a lot more as well, actually, because 5-5 at Anfield. Absolute spectacle. And to be honest, I'd like if we played that type of way, because it shows that we can score in goals. But we are scoring more goals. We scored 3 against Norwich. Obviously, we scored 2 now. If we can just keep this momentum going, I think that this would be really, really good. Let me know what you guys think. Who you think the man of the match was? Who do you think really contributed? Was any standout performances, do you feel, and that were wanted? And Wan-Bissaka, beast as always. Romero in goal. I've always rated Romero as a brilliant number 2. And honestly, if David De Gea ever was to leave the club, though he's not, because he's obviously signed a long-term deal, that Romero, I think, is a solid keeper. He's like arguably one of the best number 2s in the world, and he seems to be perfectly happy doing what he's doing. So yeah, I'm really happy about the performance. And obviously, for me, Marcus Rashford gets man of the match, because obviously he scored his penalty and he scored a brilliant free kick, and he scored goals, at crucial times when we needed it. I know that's easy to say because he's the goal scorer, but I think I'm hoping that this will actually give him a lot more confidence, going into the game, from now. Jamie says, didn't watch it, to be honest, couldn't find a good stream. This is the United game. Yeah, I think it was on Sky. But yeah, I don't think many people actually watched either, to be honest. But I'm sure people will be, at least I think people will be happy with the result. But yeah, what else was there to say? Because aside from a few key things and a few scuffles and Marcus Rojo, one thing I did notice, and this is probably one of the reasons why Marcus Rojo isn't in the side, is that a lot of the game, Chelsea was struggling to go down our right-hand side, and that was predominantly because of Wan-Bissaka and who was in front of him. I can't remember. I can't remember who was in front of Wan-Bissaka. Not Rashford. Was it James? I think. Anyway, I can't remember. Sorry. Jira Dogba. Hey. Good to see you. Good to see you back in chat, man. Just a post-match reaction. For our win against Chelsea. I hope you're happy. I'm happy. I'm happy as well. We beat Chelsea. I'm really, really happy about that. But yeah, one thing I noticed, is just that we, Wan-Bissaka obviously pushing up really came to help, and I think it was Dan James on that right hand side, and what I noticed was that Marcus Rojo essentially Marcus Rojo wasn't helping Williams, and I think that causes problems in the game. He wasn't pushing up or at least supporting Williams, who seemed to be quite isolated at times and was essentially getting double teamed a lot of the time, while they were often coming down our left hand side. At least that was my observation anyway. But they certainly seem to be coming down our left hand side for that reason, which hopefully won't happen. I'd be interesting. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see if Ollie starts with Williams. I don't think he will. I think he'll start with Ashley Young on against Bournemouth, and we will be doing a Bournemouth preview hopefully on Friday or Thursday. We obviously have Red Devil Studio live, and there's a lot to talk about. So please stay tuned to that. That'll be 8:30 UK time tomorrow. But yeah, aside from a few niggling issues and the fact that, like I said, I don't think we believe we can play this style against teams that will break us down. I think overall we had a very, very good performance. And props has to go to Solskjaer. I'm not one of those fans who has to stay fixed in one opinion. All I've said all this time is that I just want evidence of playing style. And if our playing style is going to be just quick pace, counter-attacking, defend deep, then that's fine. As long as we have some form of identity, something that we can build on, and the players that can execute that plan, then I support it, whatever style we have. Jira, Dogma, what a free kick. Now we have some looking momentum. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying in the stream, man. That's what I've been saying, is that momentum is key. Momentum is key, because we've now won back-to-back. I can't remember the last time we won back-to-back games. I generally can't. And the fact that we've got that, we've essentially been undefeated in 4 in all competitions. Now, yes, okay, 2 of those in the Premier League, 1 of them was in the Europa League, and 1 of them was in Carabao Cup. But it is all about momentum, and to be honest, I think that we should go for the trophy. We still have strong teams in the competition in Liverpool and Manchester City, and I wouldn't be surprised, because I think the draw is tomorrow at midday, and I wouldn't be surprised if United end up playing Liverpool, and City get Liverpool at Anfield, and City get Oxford United at home, which seems to be how these draws seem to work. Manchester United always get shafted with the worst possible draw in cup competitions now, and City, probably because they're bribing some sheikhs, or the sheikhs are bribing the officials, or I don't know, something like that. They always get easy games, at least until, just always easy games. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who we draw in the next round, because it should be a good one. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about who your man of the match was. But yeah, Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1, Manchester United 2. I think it was overall a very good and very professional performance. Solskjaer, I think, overall got his tactics right. And I guess now it's time to back him, as I said, I'm not, for me, at the beginning, and I said this at the beginning of the season, for me, I did not think that an objective, ideally finishing a top 4 was what I wanted. That's my ideal. That's my ideal. At the same time, if we don't finish in top 4, we finish 5th. Given the fact that we have a weaker squad relying on youth, I think that if having that momentum, I think is fine. I'd be happy with that as a season. 5th place and a trophy, just some improvement with a trophy, ideally, a League Cup, FA Cup, or something. I think you still give him time and give him another transfer window to improve his squad. Jira, City is paying the officials that good stuff. Yeah, I as I said, I agree with that wholeheartedly, because it just feels like in almost every single competition they always get easy draws. They just always get draws. Oops, sorry, I'm talking myself. They always get Champions League easy groups, FA Cup, League Cup, up until a final, and even then it's easy. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but they always seem to get easy groups, and it's a bit frustrating. But yeah, Manchester United. I'm gonna watch the full blown on highlights after basically this stream. But I'm just happy. I'm just really, really, really happy. I'm happy for Marcus Rashford. I'm happy for all the players. I really, really am. And I just think that we just need to just continue the momentum and keep on going forward. But let me know. We don't have as many people watching this stream, but to just keep on posting in the comments, and I'll just keep addressing. But who was your man of the match? Do you think that this is positive Solskjaer? Are there any Solskjaer out people? Do you think that Ollie needs more time? Do you think that this is, well? I think the question, I think the ultimate question here is, do you think that this is basically the turning point of our season? You know, yes, it's the Carabao Cup. Yes, it might not be significant, but this could potentially be the turning point. We did name a strong side, and so to be honest, I feel like if we didn't win this game against Chelsea, given the fact that Chelsea formed a slightly weaker side, I think that it would have been a bit concerning, because Chelsea are one of our top 4 rivals. But we played a strong side and we won. You know, Scott McTominay again in our midfield doing the business. Shout out to Scott McTominay as well. Daniel James, as I keep on saying over and over and over and over again, was has been one of our best signings, I think. Cheapest signings. You know, just a brilliant signing, and I'm thankful as well that we were able to give Martial some good game time. Yes, he didn't score, but of course he affected things when he came on, and I hope that he starts with Marcus Rashford at the weekend as well. Giro Dogma says, look at their Champions League draw like it's fishy if I do sit until the very back of the man of the match at McSauce. Yeah, McTominay McTominay has always impressed me. You know, he's a very, very solid solid midfielder, and even though he's not world class, you know, he's doing the job. And this is what happens, I think, I think what you're seeing now in midfield is that we're playing the same players week in, week out. They're forming a relationship and they're getting better, and there's some stability forming, even though I'd argue they're not particularly creative. The only thing, I guess, the question is what will happen when Paul Pogba comes back? Where does he actually fit in? But yeah, that's my quick post-match reaction. It's not really going to be a long thing. I think we're going to spend more in-depth time to actually look at, dissect some of these issues and topics on Red Devil Studio Live tomorrow, where we'll be talking about, any manner of things, basically, predominantly Arsenal and the whole Xhaka incident, but also where United go from here. We will obviously preview the upcoming Premier League fixtures. We'll talk about European football, in particular Real Madrid and Barcelona, as well as the Bundesliga and Serie A and so on. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys. Really, really appreciate everyone who got involved in the stream. Have a nice evening, guys, and cheers.